can't be any happier. This thing is, it's fast. So we got the X3 back in the shop. We got the rear cowling pulled off. Just a couple of T30s. Yank that thing right off. And we are building us a mount that goes right here for our tire. And I want to put a stock tire as low down in the bed as possible. The idea being that I still can see out the window. So we got ourselves a stock tire right there. And we've been making a thing. So, you know me, I like recycled parts and stuff I have laying around. So I had some parts left over from when we built the cage. We'll fix the cage, actually. So, a couple of bolts, a little bit of plate, a couple of holes, a little deal off, and basically just holds it where it needs to be. It's kind of a prototype for something. We'll see if it turns into something cooler, but for now, that's what we're going to go with. So I'm going to go ahead and weld this thing out, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, so it's all welded in. Kind of looks like dookie, but it, you know, got some old tacks on that guy. Got that all welded up. The top's all welded in good. I'm going to get that bad boy all painted up, and once we make sure it fits good, it's got to cool down, and we'll paint it up, mount it up, show you what it looks like then, but that's basically it. It's a little crooked, but I don't think anyone will notice when the tire's on. When the tire's off, you might notice it's crooked, but for what I had laying around in steel, it was pretty much, what, 70 cents, $4. Some leftover steel, some leftover steel, some leftover steel. Shoot, can't beat that. All right, so we got it all painted out. It's got that black crinkle paint we used on the frame, so it kind of looks like it's supposed to. Shape doesn't look too funny. Looks good. So, go ahead and let this thing dry, put her on, and then we're in there. Spare tire holder. I'm hoping that it's not going to break the plastic here. It seems to be pretty strong. You would think that this would be enough to hold it. The real question is, I'm going to be putting, yeah, I got little booties everywhere. I'm tacking it up here. But the real question is it going to hold and break on this lug right here? So, hopefully not. We are going to put the smaller tire on for now just to have a spare. Also carry our air compressor on board now, so that just sits up in that cubby for now, but that's probably going to end up moving back here, and I'm going to figure out some way to lock it down in with all this system as well. All right, so I have got her all painted, used the same crinkle paint that we had, so it's just, you know, welded at the top, welded at the bottom here, and bolts here. So it sits in pretty good. The smaller tire, wherever it is there, does fit just fine. So it'll do the 28s and the 30s, and obviously the 29s as well. So that's nice. And then obviously I will have to rebuild it, or I'll probably just make a new one and get rid of this one when the time comes when I step up to the 10-inch wides front and back and everything. So at that point, we'll build a new one, and I'll get rid of this to somebody. Somebody will want it. Whatever. I don't even know what it really cost me. It's hard. I have to figure it out what prices go for everything, but what I have into it price-wise is probably 15, 20 bucks. So we'll see how well it works. It's definitely an interesting. I am a little worried about. Quiet on the set. I am a little worried about maybe it breaking the plastic here, but it seems pretty strong. I don't know. We're going to find out. Test and development. If I break this bed, I already have plans for big things to do later on, and I'm going back and forth on whether or not I want to put the cowling back on. So we're going to get it all the rest of the way installed, and then we'll show you what we look like and go for a little ride maybe. All right, so we got her all tied down. Got our little Milwaukee bag, which has sockets and the quick change tool and all those other little things you need in there. We got the tire all on. You see it does wiggle a little, but I don't know how much of a problem that's going to be. We're going to find out with this little camera. Worst case scenario, if you ever lose a lug nut or you lose a bunch of lug nuts or whatnot and you need an extra, you got some spares. There's two. I could have done this easily with a spin in the center, but I kind of wanted a spot for the camera, and I really want to put a whip light, I think, out of that at an angle. Back would look kind of cool, like an RC car, maybe? I don't know. We also installed the roof back on the front of the rig and actually put all the screws in. So we're gonna go ahead and get on the road, give it a little test drive, see how bouncy it is. We'll turn this camera on so we can see just how bad the footage is. And as long as the GoPro can stabilize through it, then I think we'll be okay. If it's not gonna stabilize, we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do for supporting the back of this thing. Because there is some things we could do back here, but I mean, it's solid. It's moving the entire rear panel. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hold on. All right, so we found the branch. It was that one. We couldn't watch the GoPro footage back for some reason, but he found it. So, yeah. Well,
you saw, but I went to pick it up.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're gonna continue our ride. We're just not gonna put the camera back there for the rest of it because I think it's pretty sturdy, but I can't see the footage, so I don't know. God, it's filthy. Back down the hill. So yeah, this is definitely the one that got it. Oh yeah, yeah. You can see where it would just knock the camera off. So, and I noticed it right here. So we did. Oh, that one got me right in the mouth. Yeah, I noticed it right here. So we didn't get too far. I do like the slow crawl feature of this gear. So she did her first ride, and I think she did pretty well. You guys tell me in the footage you saw. But I'm pretty stoked with it for some scrap. Oh, the dogs want out. Come here. Hey. Come here. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Okay, go. So, yeah, it went out pretty well. Other than the camera, we're fine. Oh, now the other dog wants to get on it. Come on, dogs. Seriously. I'm trying to film here. So, pretty stoked. Rode good. Like I said, the only problem is with putting a camera on there, it's so far back the branches hit it. So that's a bit of an issue. But picture this. You have to stay to the end to get this idea. Imagine the roof being a little bit imagine the roof being a little bit shorter in the front, a little more kicked back angle-wise, flat roof, and then you keep these down bars here, but you bring a bar out, and you bring the roof all the way to here, and then you cut it back down to your bumper attachment right here. Basically, the arm would come up, and then you got your little wing. It would just make it longer, and I think that would be cool. The spare tire doesn't hang back too far, and it's kind of high, so the angle of approach won't be an issue for any obstacles, I don't think. When I get to designing, we'll see what we do. I did leave the cowling off the back because I swear it felt like it was dropping stuff into the tires. But after riding it, I don't know. I heard a bunch of rocks hitting things today. Did you not? You heard that too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know if that... Well, that's what I'm wondering, if the rocks are hitting up in there because of it's gone. I don't know. I think either way we need to get the mud flaps or whatever. There's flaps that go here on the back and that stop things, and I think that's something we might need to invest in with our type of riding. Yeah, it was a little fabrication job. Let us know if you want to see more of the welding and cutting and stuff. I didn't do a lot of this because I feel like we do that a lot, but then I've been told that maybe I need to do more. So go ahead and let me know, and we'll check you out on the next one.